Good morning, bird brains. Welcome back to the episode. On my way to work on this gorgeous Texas morning, sitting low 70s right now. This tunnel is like one of the best for rev bombs right here. So if you watched a couple episodes back, I just put the air shocks. Today's gonna be my first day actually testing them out outside the neighborhood. So far so good. I did hit a little bit of highway on the way here, and they're a little bit reboundy, as in you'll hit a bump and then kind of sway a little bit, but it's super minimal. But in case you didn't watch the last episode, these shocks handle the city streets amazingly. Also, I forgot to mention the last episode, just because I was so stressed and pissed off at getting these damn things on. I forgot to mention these were actually given to me by Uncle Ken, so... You got shit on! Shout out Uncle Ken, and no, he's not actually my uncle. It's just he gave me this spice that he makes called Uncle Ken's Worm Dirt. It's freaking amazing.
I put that on everything.
And that was the first time we met, so ever since then I've referred to him as Uncle Ken. And I told him, you're not getting referred to as anything but that. Here's a railroad crossing, let's see. Oh, okay. Should have set up on that one. Ow. Yeah, I was going way too fast for that bullshit. Alright, so mark that off on the review. Railroad crossings at 45 miles an hour. Can't take it. Stand up. I'm pretty sure my balls are bleeding right now. Not even joking. Alright, so the air shocks are not like motocross suspension. It cannot take a railroad crossing. But as I was saying before, these were graciously given to me by Uncle Ken. Oh my god. Alright, we should be able to hit some highway now. Get up to 60 or so. Also, this first part of this highway is pretty rough, so that'll give us a good testing ground here. There's that morning sun. As you can see, this part's pretty bumpy and it's handling pretty well. Like I said, the rebound is a little much, but it's not excessive. See how it leans into turns and such, because that's kind of what I was worried about, is I was going to lose some performance, because I do like to take this thing into the twisties every now and then and have a little fun. So far so good. It's a little less responsive than stock, but it's very minimal. Alright, so I know this bridge up here about bucks me off the bike every time, so let's see how it handles it now. Oh, way better. Way better. I actually overcorrected for it. Yeah, I can barely feel those bridge bumps anymore. Like I said before, that bridge right there at 281 would almost buck me off the bike. So in the turns, it's good because you kind of have to put a little bit more effort into it, but I think that's more of the fact that it's raised up an inch from stock. I went with a 12-inch. The stock Sportsters are 11-inch, so it is an inch higher in the back than it was. So I think the extra effort that I'm putting into it is actually from that and not actually the shocks, you know, pushing back or trying to make the bike handle differently. So one thing I still need to do to this bike is get a front fork brace. I was telling someone online, when I first took off my front fender, I didn't feel a single change at all. I literally did not feel any change in handling, no swerving or looseness in the bars at all. But ever since I changed the tires, I feel it big time. So I'm thinking maybe the old tires just weren't gripping enough to where the forks would twist or anything. But now with these new tires, I can definitely feel some movement up front. So that might be next on the list, is to get some sort of front fork brace to kind of stiffen up the steering up in the front. Alright, so that was a good 10 miles of highway there. And usually by this time I'd already start feeling some fatigue in my back. Not after 10 miles, but 10 miles plus how far I rode to get there. But my butt's starting to kind of feel some, but I can tell that I could definitely take this bike further now than I could before. Especially if it was all just highway stuff. So I was reading on the forums that they pretty much recommend this mod, I guess you can call it, to anyone that's, I said, 180 to 200 plus, or someone who rides 2-up pretty much all the time. Pretty much when your load of the bike is over 200. Like I said in the last video, I'm like 260, 265, depending on when the last time I took a poop was. So I'm way over that 200 mark. This is kind of a godsend, honestly. Definitely opened up some more options on this bike. I know it's a Sportster and it's not supposed to be comfortable, but I mean, who likes to be uncomfortable? Especially if I can do these kind of mods for free from getting parts from friends and everything like that. So these kits go between like 150 and like 250, kind of in that range. Would I pay that money for them? Now that I've ridden it and feel it, I would. It would probably be hard to convince me to do it before feeling how comfortable it is, but now that I've actually ridden it and feel how comfortable it is, I would definitely pay the 150. Maybe not the 250. I'd probably go as high as like 200. Well guys, I'm going to go ahead and call this one an episode. If you have any questions about the air shock install or anything like that, feel free to leave them down in the comment section below, and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, go ahead and punch that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.